Is this the great bear market of 2026? Are we set for a massive rally or recovery? Well, nobody knows. That's what the real answer is. Some say bear market, some say recovery. Some say because we've dropped below the power law's lowest line of support that we're primed for a massive recovery. Well, the truth is, nobody knows. And if you've been in Bitcoin for even just one cycle, you know that nobody knows. Here's what we can actually point to. The cycle lengths are stretching past prior halving cycles. This is likely due to institutional adoption, but again, nobody really knows. Rates are higher, correlation to traditional markets are even tighter. Bitcoin's price has actually deviated from the M2 money supply, and so on and so on. There's a million different things that you could probably point to. But I would say this, Bitcoin is growing, and these are growing pains. If someone were to ask me to guess where we are in the market, I would say we're closer to a recovery than most people think. But that's exactly what it is. I'm just guessing. If somebody tells you that they know, they don't. Short-term price action does not signal what Bitcoin's long-term growth will do. And here's my reasoning for my guess. It's an educated guess, but I have a bit of things that I would back it up with. Usually when sentiment is this bad, it means all the panic selling is done. People are just salty that they had to buy high and sell low, and it happens a lot more than people think. When we were at 16K, it felt heavy. Not a lot of people were running into the burning building, but it felt sort of like this, where a lot of people were just kind of angry and done with Bitcoin. But I would say thanks to BIP 110, a lot of the infighting is just a little bit more intense than it was back then. Near the end and bear market over are very different things when it comes to Bitcoin. Don't let anybody tell you, including myself, they know where this thing is going to go. And especially if history repeats, we're actually due for another 30% to the downside. And I wouldn't be surprised if we actually do that, which means it would be a great stacking opportunity for the plebs. And this is something I always come back to, especially during these cycles. None of this changes the thesis. None of this changes Bitcoin fundamentals or anything like that. The only thing that the price going down affects is the number you see in your app for your wallet and your emotional state that's tied to that price. So the move is always the same. Stack sats, send it to cold storage, and ignore the noise. Those 3 steps will help you through every bear market. And remember, if you're going to buy that Bitcoin, make sure you send it to cold storage. Peace out.